So truth passes through three stages. What is a truth? Truth is another perspective to look on a situation, a belief system, an outcome. Is it a fact? No, because facts are just words that are only a noun and cannot be an adverb, an adjective, or a verb. Facts are just words. So now you have to understand that truths can be interchangeable based upon belief systems, and then it comes down to the fact, life or death. So when I accuse others, yes, of living in an occult lifestyle where death is the ultimate outcome, I have to substantiate. Well, I think I have. I've substantiated that those that allow their animals to die, those that allow their mom and dad to die, pull the plug, those that allow themselves to die, live and breathe death and occult. That is the very essence of occult. Now, torture is all about intention. Torture is a word that can be a noun, it can be a verb, and it could be an adjective. So now it's relative to perception. Torture is not a fact. So you're dealing with perception. So yes, I am responding to a page called "Where's the Evidence?" and it has the airplane with the lines in the sky, because I'm hitting upon and challenging belief systems that are out there right now. And that's exactly what the Jilly Juice does. We challenge belief systems. We don't play with status quo. We don't say it's okay to die. We don't intentionally or unintentionally hurt somebody or destroy someone or something. We understand science, because that's what those that claim that they think they know and that people should die is based upon science. Well, yes, if you don't give your animal or you or anything alive the proper chemistry to stay alive, yes, science will say it will die. So you're absolutely right. Where's the evidence? Science. You know where the evidence is? Look at your belief system and look how many people you've buried in your life, and look at how many animals you have buried if you have had an animal before. And if you've never had an animal, then you should have no judgment on how I raise my animal. So I think it's very interesting, very, very interesting that, yes, when I get a response around my animal, it's because I am hitting on belief systems. I'm challenging them. And I think it's great because they are advertising Jilly Juice. Regardless of what people think, regardless of what people's judgments are, regardless of their belief system or how shocking they think my information is, they're getting exposed to something totally new now through a different avenue, through an animal. And will they face their own evolution? Will they face new information? Will they be able to absorb new information? Not everybody will. Not everybody will. I understand that. I know it. How many people have seen my information and will still believe in their current belief system? How many have been exposed to my information that have changed their beliefs because they're like, oh wow, she actually makes sense. Great. And then they do the Jilly Juice. So I get it. I'm going to have different responses and different levels of comprehension to my information, and that's fine. But I want to show you the evidence. The evidence is my dog is still alive, I'm still alive, and that science is the foundation of how to prove life and death. When the outcome is life, then you obviously have given your dog life. When the outcome is death, it means that eventually, if the outcome is death, it means that you have paved the way for your dog to die. You have allowed your dog or your animal or your family or friend or whoever it is that you're taking care of, it allowed them to disintegrate, and they've allowed themselves to disintegrate. Animals have no reasoning and no choices except to do whatever they were instinctually, to do. But when they're under the care of a human, then that animal's under the intentions of that human. And so if that human expects to die, then that animal should expect to die too. And that's what I'm trying to challenge is, do you really have to die as a human, and does your animal have to follow suit? But you have to change your belief system in order for you to save your animal and save you and save your kids and save your grandma and grandpa, whatever. And you can't save people that don't want to be saved, obviously. But you can save yourself. And it's about science. And so you're going to claim science as like, oh yeah, people are supposed to die. Well, yeah, if that's your intention, if you're going to deprive your animal of your child and your grandma, whoever you're taking care of, the proper nutrition, yes, the outcome is death. That's a given. Right there is the evidence. When you deprive somebody of nutrition, you don't take care of their predispositions and reverse whatever issues they have through science, through chemistry, then yes, the outcome is death. Right there should answer your question. Where's the evidence? There's the fucking evidence. You've buried 5 animals in your lifetime. You buried 2 animals in your lifetime. And you're going to bury yourself in the future as you have professed. That's what's supposed to happen. So yes, science is exactly the foundation of every evidence. But guess what? My dog is still alive. She's supposed to be alive. Well, of course. I'm still alive. My dog's still alive. So obviously, with her on the J juice for the last 2, 3, 4 years, she's not dead. Oh, but she will be sometime. Well, how can you predict the future? Why would you cast that kind of spell on somebody unless you have that within you? I can counter spells people cast on me. People cast spells on me all the time. You're going to die someday on your jelly juice. Your dog is going to die someday on jelly juice. Guess what? That's a person casting spells. Because they don't know the future. But wait, they don't understand science. So of course they're going to cast spells and try to program people into thinking something without looking at science. But those are the ones that don't understand science, are the ones that cast spells without actually understanding science. And so it's quite interesting now, thank you, where's the evidence, for exposing my information to a new audience. Because people need the choice, and you have given them the choice. So in a lot of ways, I appreciate that. It's those that mess with me through emails, and like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and they're hiding behind an avatar. But they don't put my information out there for people to make a choice and to decide for themselves, is what you're saying credible or is what she's saying credible. But the fact that, where's your evidence, put my stuff out there on their page, and go check them out. They have that, the icon of the airplane with the chemtrails. Check them out. They're all about science, but yet they don't understand the science of life. They only know the science of death. So, whatever. However, anyone that threatens my dog or me, the FBI knows who and what people are saying and what they're saying through email as well as what they're saying on Facebook. So no one should be threatening my dog or me, because that's the very antithesis of what you believe in, allegedly. But if you're going to threaten my dog or me and cast spells and say that I'm going to die and they're going to die, my dog's going to die, then what exactly are you promoting? And then you are obviously a hypocrite to promote death on anyone. So, yes, science is the end-all be-all. There's a science of life and the science of death, and you're going to have to choose. Which science do you want to promote? The science of life or the science of death? And then the outcome is the intention. So, tell me again, how many animals have you buried? How many people have you buried in your lifetime? Well, you know about jelly juice. Well, that's okay. But that is the death occult, is when the outcome is the actual intention. Because we have a finite amount of resources and a finite amount of elements and different biochemistry and chemistry and biodiversity that you'll find the combination to life like that, and science has, but there's more money in the death process. When you're taking somebody's life and they're trying to buy it back, take someone's life and trying to buy it back, how much money does a vet make? How much money does a doctor make? How much money does a naturopathic make? You tell me where science lays in with that. The science of capitalism. Yes, science, all about science. Science of capitalism, marketing. So, science. That's the evidence. The outcome is the intention. The science of life, the science of death, you choose. Have a good day.